Hello, viewers. This is Geezer Lou. After fooling around with this for 5 minutes, I think I figured out, at least it's videoing now. So anyway, this is the fourth of a series of intensely, incredibly boring workouts. And I'm back to upper body. I did lower body, this is Sunday, Friday, and I did upper body Wednesday. Today I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing, well, I could check and find out. I'm going to be doing incline press, one arm row, and bench press. And as always, I usually say a few things in the beginning, simply because I want people to understand I'm doing this channel for multiple reasons I find out. Originally, it was going to be for older people so they could stay engaged and realize they don't have to sit around, eat all day, watch TV. But then I find that younger people are watching it, and they tell me they're getting a better understanding of old folks and the things they have to put up with. Like, for instance, senile purpura. I got a new one on my leg. Can you see it? Oh, wait a minute. I think you can see it. And this stuff goes on all the time. And I've got arthritis, my fingers all bent over and weird looking, but painful. But so what? We can't complain. So anyway, younger people, realize that older people are putting up with stuff. And then in the middle range, from about 35 to 50, this is really a critical time. If you are not actively working on being healthy at this age, you really go downhill fast after 50. So I'm hoping that this kind of video will help people understand that taking care of yourself is a lifelong occupation. I mean, look at it this way. If you drive a car till it quits, you go to a mechanic and he fixes it if you don't know how to fix it yourself. If your body breaks down, you're going to go see a doctor. And what if he says to you, well, it's too late, you're terminal. Whoops. With a car, if the mechanic says, sorry, can't be fixed, or it's too expensive, you just go get another car. You can't get another body yet. So all these things, I think, are helpful and instructive for those who want to pay attention. In addition, I'll shut up in a minute. In addition, I want to strongly advise people with breathing problems to take mullein tea, M-U-L-L-E-I-N, organic. Turns out mullein is a weed. It grows everywhere, so I'm told. But you don't want non-organic mullein because some guy might be dragging it off the side of a road when it's covered with all kinds of pollutants from the exhaust and such. This comes from, well, the glass doesn't. The mullein tea I just drank comes from Albania, of all places. And I learned that Albania, there are still what's known as land races. If you don't know what they are, I would advise you to check them out. So these people who are much more like an agrarian society in many areas will go out and get this mullein tea, process it, ship it all the way across the world to me and my beautiful wife who introduced me to this. And here's the result. I take a Zyrtec knockoff in the morning. I take Montelukast at night because I've got severe lung problems from breathing all the crap I did when I was in the Navy. We won't go there. And I've also got albuterol for inhaler and Wixela, which is steroidal, as well as albuterol, which I'm supposed to take twice a day. I went and saw a doctor, having throat problems. He said, well, it might have been caused by these steroids you're taking, so we're going to see. And I have to go back and see him in a couple of months. I don't think it's throat cancer. I hope not. So in the meantime, I said, I know this mullein tea works. I've been taking it before workouts. Some of my prior videos, you might have seen that. So I said, well, I'm going to see what happens. I stopped taking inhalers altogether. I do take the Zyrtec in the morning and the Montelukast at night, but no steroidal inhalers. It's been over a month. I just finished 12 minutes and 36 seconds of rowing. My heart rate was 88, and as you know, I'm too lazy to buy a smartwatch. Can't figure it out anyway. So I went and spent $16 on a digital clock. Didn't bother setting the time because all I want to do is look at the seconds and count my heart rate. Boink, boink, boink. So I came up with 88 after rowing hard for 12 and a half minutes. And my lungs are perfectly clear. So anyone who's having lung problems, I don't know if they would help with COPD. That's pretty much irreversible. But any other kind of breathing problems, I strongly recommend you try Mullein, M-U-L-L-E-I-N-T. I think it'd be a huge help. So, on to the next exercise, which is pull-ups. Now, I've always been wimpy on pull-ups. Even when I was a kid, the most I could ever do was 14. Pretty strong overall for an old geezer, but for some reason, pull-ups just escape me. So what I've done is come up with what I think is a good novel idea, or everybody likes the word cheat. So I'm going to show you how I cheat doing pull-ups. So let me get this lined up here. I'm going to move it up sort of close so you can see. Move it up a little bit. All right. So I use what's known as Moose stretch bands. So these, I haven't talked to the Moose people yet. They'd probably be horrified to see how I use these. So I don't know what they'd say, but I've got 3 of them. D Moose. I really like them for a couple of reasons. Number one, they've got these sticky bands on the inside that are not slippery. So if you happen to be one of these ladies or guys who are doing a pull-up bar with one on their foot and you see them snap up between their legs, I don't want that to happen. So these will not do that. But in addition to that, I do them and use them in an entirely different way, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to move this up a little closer. All right. So what I do, I put these bands on the bar. Get off of there. All right. Now the gray is the weakest. I have no idea what the poundage is. The black is the strongest, and the red is intermediate. So I'll put them here, and I'm lined up here. Okay. Now I gotta get this out of the way. This is my workout bench down here. All right. I'm down here, don't worry, I'm doing something. I haven't killed myself yet. Okay, so what I do is I put my butt on these, on all of these bands. I have to push down hard and get my butt under them. There. Now the bands are supporting me. So my figuring is, get this lined up, I can get the pull-up motion with enough support because I can't do a pull-up, not even one. I know it's pathetic. But I can get the pull-up motion this way. I'm going to stop this in a minute and go through my regular routine. But I just wanted to do this part to show people how you can adapt things to suit your purposes. So I can do pull-ups. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move it out somewhat so you can see the whole thing. And here we go, here we go, here we go. Let me see. Be able to see it. I think all the way down or close to it. Yeah. My granddaughter says, yeah. Adopted granddaughter. I've got 2 adopted granddaughters, by the way. I love them. All right, so let's see. Okay, get my butt on them. So this is the full motion. A 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. And there's 3 positions. 1 in the center, 1 at the edge of the nerves, and 1 all the way up. And I think that's because these muscles have 3 heads, H-E-A-D-S. And when you do your pull-ups, you want to exercise all parts of the muscle. So, that's the end of this. No fun getting old, but it beats the alternative. So, people wonder why I always tell things like, you know, senile purpura and why them getting all this stuff and everything. It's because you can't sit around and let adversity run your life or ruin your life. And I think other people have been texting me and telling me they have a better understanding. We just have to put up with this stuff. Otherwise, you sit around, eat, watch TV all day, get fat, and you die a miserable death. If I die, I want to be quick. I would not be unhappy to have it out here when I'm deadlifting. I'm trying to get back to 232 pounds. And so be it. It's better than sitting in a hospital with tubes all over you, costing the government, which is getting more efficient, I'm told, millions of dollars and dying anyway. I don't want to do that. So this is Geezer Lou thanking my beautiful wife for the Moline tea and saying, be the best person you can be.